Being a disciple of Jesus brings its challenges. We're called to pattern our lives on the one who reached out to all, who didn't make distinctions between those who were religious and those who weren't, who socialised, taught and healed those on the margins of society. The theme of equality and diversity in our vision is about being a welcoming church, and one that demonstrates God's love for all. When we think of equality and diversity, there's a natural tendency to think of particular issues: disability, sexuality, race and colour. These issues are important and do need to be addressed. But we want our theme to be broader than that, and to ask ourselves who might be missing from our congregations and why. What do we need to do to ensure that our congregations reflect the diversity that we see in the communities we serve? How might we become a church that is known for its welcome and acceptance of all? And alongside welcoming those who come to us, we also need to go and reach out into our communities, to people who may never come near a church event, and assure them of God's love for them too.
Okay, so here we are at St Tudor's Church in Melodistline, part of the Islam ministry area, and we've gathered today to think about inclusivity, and I'm joined this morning by Zoe from our diocesan office and Rachel, our youth and children's and young people's officer for the Archdeaconry. I think we all agree that there are people from each category, if that's the right term, that are missing from church, from children and young people to elderly people, to young parents. How can we make sure that they are included, that they feel loved and welcomed and valued within the church?
I think in terms of our welcome, it needs to be genuine, and it needs to feel that it's an authentic welcome. These people need a sense of belonging and a place where they can feel comfortable.
It really does need to be a genuine welcome and a clear welcome, like you were saying. I think it's easy to say everyone's welcome, but it's not so easy to do, and to make sure that it's actually felt by the people that are coming in. And it can be little things that you might not notice so much, but if there's a step that you have to step over, then that can be an accessibility issue for somebody that we might not think about necessarily offhand, but we need to start actively thinking about and sort of looking out for. And I think what we discussed most, Father Mark, was listening to people when they say, this is what they need, this is what they're looking for, and then making sure that we're clear. And if we're not able to deliver that, then somewhere within the ministry area, now that we're in these wonderful ministry areas, there should be a church that is accessible, and it's just being able to signpost people to a church that will work best for them, so that everybody does feel welcome and included and able to access church whenever they like.
So a lot of it is about actioning the things that we're saying, so that that welcome is visible.
Well, you said visible, Father Mark, but the cross upon the church here, the stories that people have said about that visibility, that cross as a sign of hope.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, the testimony of people being able to see that cross shine across the valley.
It's brought hope, I think, to a lot of people.
Yeah.
One person contacted me to say that in the deepest part of the lockdown, when he was really in despair and was thinking about ending his life, as he was about to do it, he saw the cross lit up in the evening, and that changed his mind.
Absolutely.
And thought, well, there is hope.
It's incredible.
I think it just shows how life-changing it can be, just having that moment of contact with God, and it can be a small thing, like just seeing a cross.
And we're not outdated, so we're not out of sync with the rest of society.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly it. It's that joy that we all feel that we want to share and pass on and include people. A lot of people my age struggle to make it to church because they're working all the time. Family dynamics have changed. Most parents are both working now, Weekends are precious family time. They might not be able to make it on a Sunday morning because maybe they're doing rugby or ballet or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think church is every day. It's not just a Sunday.
Exactly. Church is every day. And I think the shift that we've had, at least I noticed over lockdown, the opportunity to have sort of daily worship online was really helpful to me. I could start my day with a little reflection that was posted every morning. And it was really, really wonderful, and I really enjoyed it. And I know that a lot of people my age did as well.
Absolutely.
And that is where the joy and the true message that we have is about sharing our faith so that we can live lives that actually embrace and love people. And I think if we love God, then that will reflect in our lives and we will love others, and that will transform the community.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you watch this video and you know somebody that might be interested in church, then why not invite them to come with you? Because we know that people come to church if they're invited, and it's all our responsibilities to invite somebody to come and join the family of the church.